God is faithful in his own timing, though. I think a lot of times we're just like, yes, God said that he's going to do this in my life. And he did say it. And it will come to pass, but it's in his own timing. It's not always like convenient for us, but it's always perfect. So yes, God is faithful in his own timing, though. We worked on it, and when we first came together, we knew that we were going to have a live band, and we knew we were going to have singers. And the way that we operate back home, like in church, is that we have our singers practice their music, and then we have the instruments, and then we bring them together to work together, right? So I think it worked well because I call him Cello. Cello took over the instruments, right? And he made sure that they had everything that they needed. He gave us the key that everything was in. And then the singers, we worked diligently on each piece. And then we would come together. And once we came together, it just flowed properly. And then, of course, the video club. They were just everywhere with cameras and lighting. And they were just prepared for anything. So, yeah, I think the teamwork was crazy good. Like, it was super cohesive. Like, everybody did what they were supposed to do. And it became this wonderful music video.
Our song is a song called Promises. And I thought the song was about the promise that Jesus made to us, that he will never abandon us, even though how hard your life is, even though the storm comes, he will be faithful and he will stay with you forever. And it was a good chance to feel the promises that Jesus gave to us.
Our main goal was to capture the essence of worship to God. Actually, by taking this video, we try to focus that. So I think we worship, not singing.
I was checking the cast costume and I was making a concept of costume. So I make the beginning of the music video as a bright color, and in the end of it, I make it as more darker. And I wanted to symbolize the cast and our belief is getting more stronger in the end of music video as they were worshiping God. So I think that was the part that I pay attention.
I think the core message of the song is that God is always faithful, regardless of your circumstances, regardless of who you are, regardless of what you believe. God is faithful, period. Even when you find yourself in great crisis and great challenges, God is always with you. So you need to put your faith in Jesus, because Jesus is your anchor to the ground, as the lyric says. Really, Jesus is who holds you steadfast in great challenges, in time of grief and distress. So this message really, the song was very moving and very motivating, so that I put more trust in Jesus and His Word.
Life is crazy. You get hit with sickness, you get hit with schoolwork, your parents, just society as a whole. And sometimes we can get overwhelmed and we feel like we're the only ones in this thing. But the song reminds us that He's been there the entire time. History has proven itself. Like, that's what the song says. So He's done it before and He'll do it again. That's the thing. And I think that's a big step in being a Christian. Like, everything around you is not always going to be perfect. And there are going to be days where you want to quit. But if you wake up in the morning, you look for the good, the blessings. Somebody else didn't wake up that morning, you know? And you take it in. And you're like, okay, so God's still here. God's still working. It might not be perfect, but He's working on me.